Welcome back. We're talking some more RV sales process today. And I think this is a good talk for everybody out there, whether it be RV sales, business to business, business to consumer. It doesn't matter what you're selling. The best way to get to a close is to really understand our customers' needs, their wants, their emotions, and their desires. We have to understand as an RV salesperson how we can truly add value to our customers' lives, right? Because if we're not adding value to our customers' life, then we're not really doing much for them, right? And that's the key to being a good RV salesperson is you have to understand that when customers trust you and when you're adding value to their life, they're going to buy things from you, right? But if they don't trust you, if they come to you and you make them feel like they're just a commission check or, they're just, a way to make a little bit of money, right? Maybe we're just asking them right to the money questions or, we're just kind of showing them units before we really even understand what they're looking for. If we're doing things like that, customers are going to understand that we don't really care about their needs. We don't care about their wants. We don't care about their emotions. And we don't truly care to add value to their life. Right. And when a customer understands that about us, we're done. We're not closing that deal. We haven't earned our customers' trust. We haven't been able to convey to them that we care about their needs, their wants, their desires. And because of that, they're going to tell us, hey, you were great today. I appreciate your time, but, we're not going to buy. We're going to, keep looking. We'll reach back out to you when, the time is right. Or one of the million different things customers say to, kind of give you an objection or to, not buy from you, but not make you feel bad either, right? Customers don't come out and tell you, really how they feel or that they think that you're, kind of a used car salesman or, they feel like you were trying to only turn them into a commission. Most customers won't tell you that. Some of them will, right? And, the ones that actually tell you the truth are better for you, right? Because a lot of customers out there lie to you and tell you did a great job and that you're a great salesman. And it makes you think that, oh man, my process was good. They're just not ready to buy. But the truth is they didn't really like you. They just are not confrontational people, and they're not going to tell you that to your face. They're just going to maybe write it online, or they're not even going to say it at all. They'll just never come back, not buy from you, and you'll never understand why they didn't. Right. So, at least if a customer's honest with you and upfront and tells you, hey, you're a used car salesman, that's why I didn't buy from you. At least maybe you get some feedback that can help you change and fix the sales process. But really, the key to it all, the key to learning your customers' needs, the key to earning their trust, the key to adding value to their life is by asking enough questions so that we can truly learn their needs, their wants, and their emotions. Because if we haven't asked our customer enough questions that start with who, what, when, where, why, and how, and we've really dug into their needs, their wants, what they're trying to accomplish, why it means so much to them, why they're looking at RVs now instead of last week or instead of in 2 years, right? There's a lot of good questions that we can ask, but really we have to make sure that we're asking a good amount of questions because what I think the problem is with a lot of salespeople, and not just in RV sales, but in many different walks of sales life, if you will, is they don't ask enough questions. And when they ask a question and they get a response that kind of ties in with their product or services, I guess, well, if they provide that to you, like the first thing a customer will come into an RV dealership, for example, and say, oh yeah, we're looking for travel trailers smaller than 25 feet. What do you have? Right. So now a customer told you what they needed, and some salespeople will just say, hey, let's go take a look. I got tons of RVs and travel trailers that are under 25 feet. This is the first one here. And they just show you the first RV that they see. Right. That shows a customer, hey, I don't really care about your needs. I don't care about your wants. I don't need to ask you what you're looking for, where you're going, what you're pulling it with, why it means anything to you. I don't need to know anything. All I need to do is get you to the unit so I can get you to buy and get my commission check. But it's counterintuitive because if you go about it that way, you're not going to close the deal. Okay. So, once you ask that question, or if they say, something like, hey, we came in to look at travel trailers under 25 feet. What you're going to want to do is, start asking questions. How come you're looking for, how come you're looking for, units under 25 feet? What are you going to be doing with your RV, right? Where are you going to be going with your RV? How come you want something under 25 feet? Right? So there's 4 questions right there that you could ask that would start digging into and getting past surface level. And that's what I mean. You see the title here, Go Past Surface Level with Your Customers. And this is what I mean. When they say, hey, I need RVs under 25 feet, we don't just go out and show them the first RV that's under 25 feet. Or we don't just show them, the RV that's sitting in our showroom that's under 25 feet. Because there's a lot of floor plans. There's a lot of RVs under 25 feet. We still need to understand what you're looking for. We still need to go past surface level with you, because what's surface level? A unit under 25 feet, that's surface level, right? If we stay there, we're not going to have the information needed to close a deal. So, we'll say something like, well, how come you want something under 25 feet? And then, the person might say, well, we're traveling. We got, an F-250. And, we want to travel the United States. We have 5 kids. It's me and my husband. We need a bunkhouse. We want a bunk room, this, that, and the other. And then now we understand, oh, wow, you have 5 kids. You have an F-250. So you can pull pretty much any travel trailer you want, right? You want a bunkhouse. You want a bunk room. You want sleeping area. You got a bunch of kids and parents. A 25-foot RV might not be what you're looking for. It might not actually fit their needs, because if they're new to RVing, maybe they don't understand that, listen, a 25-foot RV is not going to get the job done for really what you want. But they're so new to the thing, they're so new to the idea of RVing that they don't understand that. Right? Or they've never pulled an RV, maybe. So they think that pulling an RV is going to be some crazy task, but it's really not all that not all that hard to pull a 25-foot compared to, a 30-foot, right? I mean, you can definitely learn it, but if you need a whole bunkhouse and a bunk room, and maybe you want slides, and you got 5 kids and 2 adults, and you want room to have fun, well, you're probably going to need to go bigger than 25 feet in an RV, right? So when you start to ask questions and you start to go past surface level with your customers, you're going to learn those details that you'll be able to say, well, how come you want 25 feet? If you have 5 kids and you have 2, and you want a bunk room and you want slides and you want room for activities, it might make more sense to look at something a little larger. You have the truck that can pull it, right? So what are you stuck to 25 feet for? And they might say something like, oh, well, honestly, we've never pulled anything before and we just don't want to, and this and that. And, so now we start to learn, okay, well, they're just scared of pulling something big, right? So we can keep asking more questions. Well, let me ask you this. Where do you want to go? What are you going to be doing? Oh, well, we're going to be going to our local campground. We camp there for a weekend and then we just pull it back. Or, we can get a spot up there. There's a campground available. We can buy a spot up there. We're thinking about buying a spot at a local campground and just leaving it up there for the season. Right. So now if we're getting into this talk and we're going past surface level, and we learn that they come in looking for a 25-foot unit, but they have 5 kids, 2 adults, they're going to leave it parked at a local campground. So really, once you pull it, you can just leave it parked and you don't really have to move it again. So it's not a big deal to move something like that. But what happens is when you buy the smaller unit, right, and they move it one time and they realize it's easy to pull, and they get to the campground and they hate their experience because the unit's too small and they don't have the bunk room, and it rained today, so they had everybody in the RV, and now they realize that they don't have enough seats in the travel trailer for their whole family and for their kids. but they have now bought a brand new 25-foot, RV, and they're financed it. And, we obviously can't trade that in, or we get a huge negative equity hit, which, unless you want to take a huge negative equity hit, you're going to be stuck with a 25-foot RV that doesn't meet your needs because you have 5 kids, you have 2 adults, you need a bunk room, you need extra sleeping area, right? So if you're a salesperson that just shows that family the first 25-foot unit and sells it to them, well, you're not really caring about their needs. You're not going past surface level in their wants. You're not learning about their desires, and you're not looking to add value to their life, because a family like that really needs maybe like a 32, 31 foot, like a KQBTS or something model with, 2 big slides at the back, and a slide in the living area, and plenty of space for everybody to move around, and a nice bunk room for the kids. And then what happens when they get to the campground, and that, even though it's larger than 25 feet, they realize, because it rained today, that the kids are back in the bunkhouse. They're enjoying their time. They brought a couple friends. They have room for everybody. The adults are out in the living space enjoying some conversation or coffee or a show or whatever they do, right? And it just makes sense. So now when they're sitting there, they're like, wow, that customer really asked me some questions. They went past surface level with me. They learned what my needs, they learned my wants, they learned what we were doing, and it actually worked out. He was right. She was right. I didn't want a 25-foot RV. I actually wanted a 31-foot RV. But if you don't ask enough questions, if you don't go past surface level with your customer, then you are unable to find out those kinds of things. So we have to go past surface level with our customer. And it's very easy to do. Well, it's a very easy concept to do, but it's not so easy to do in the deal. Because what happens when salespeople start asking customers questions, sometimes salespeople get nervous, right? They don't like to keep asking questions because they feel like they're nagging their customer. The customer just wants to go out to the lot and look at RVs, and I'm wasting their time by asking them questions. And, I need to just show them RVs now that meet their price point and 25 footers because they know what they're looking for, right? But that's not always the case. So we got to be able to slow the deal down. We got to be able to go past surface level. And we have to make sure that we're asking our customers questions so that we can learn their needs, their wants, their emotions, their desires, so that we can provide them with an RV that actually meets their needs. And the way that we do this, again, is going past surface level. So the way that we go past surface level is by simply asking who, what, when, where, why, and how questions after we get a response, right? So if someone says, hey, we come in to look at 25-foot RVs. Okay, great. How come you're looking at 25 foot? Oh, well, we're looking at 25 foot because they're easy to pull, and, we want something easy to pull. Okay, great. Let me ask you this. What are you going to be doing with the RV? Oh, we're going to be traveling across the United States. Oh, nice. Where are you going to be going? Oh, we're going to be going to Yellowstone. We're going to be going to the Grand Canyon. We're going to be going to the beaches. We're just going to pick new places to go, all the time. Oh, nice. Awesome. Who's going to be going with you? Oh, the people that are going to be going with me is my husband, my kids. I have 5 kids. And we're just going to travel around and build some memories while we're young, and we can do that. Okay. What are you guys going to be doing when you get to the campgrounds? Oh, well, me and my family, we're huge hunters. We're huge fishers. We like to play cornhole. So, we're going to get there. We're going to set up the cornhole boards. We're going to get out the fishing poles. We're going to get out kayaks. And we're just going to enjoy the outdoors. We love the outdoors. We have a dog. We're going to bring the dog with us. And, we're just going to really enjoy our time, out at the campgrounds. Right. So now we're learning what they're doing, where they're going, who they're going with. Right. How long have you guys wanted to travel? See, I'm still going past surface level. I'm not stopping here and showing an RV. I don't know enough information yet. How long have you guys wanted to travel? Oh, we've wanted to do this for years. We've been looking at RVs for the last 3 years, but we haven't bought yet because we just haven't found the perfect RV, and we don't know if we want to do it yet. But, the kids are getting older, and this and that and the other thing, right? Well, how come it would, why is it important for you to start traveling with your kids while they're young? Oh, well, it's very important for us because we know that our kids aren't going to want to hang out with us forever. They're going to be going on to college. They're going to be doing this. They're going to be doing that. So while they're young enough to travel with us, me and the husband, me and the wife, whatever it is, we want to just start traveling with them and creating those memories, right? So you can see how I'm getting real into their emotions. I'm learning my customer in and out, and I'm not just learning my customer in terms of an RV, in terms of features, in terms of, oh, do you want to slide? Oh, what's your monthly payment? Oh, what's your credit score? And I'm not learning that superficial stuff. I'm learning the good stuff. I'm learning the juicy stuff, the intimate stuff, right? The stuff that they think about at night, the stuff that they dream about, right? Parents dream about traveling with their kids and their loved ones across the United States. If that's something you enjoy to do and you want to take your kids and your family on that, you probably sit up at night or during the week and think about, man, I'd love to take my kids out in an RV and travel and show them the US and show them the campgrounds and enjoy time with them at the fire and make s'mores with them and do all the different things that we do with our kids at the campground. Like, if that's something that you want to do, like, that'll keep you up at night. That'll get you excited. Like, what is more exciting than traveling with our loved ones, than creating memories and doing those priceless stuff with the people that we care about? What is better than that? There's not much better than that, right? I mean, it's what we live for, it's what we work for, it's why we want to make money. It's literally what life is about, is creating those memories, enjoying the time we have here, enjoying the time we have with our family and our friends, and just enjoying life, right? And that's what RVing provides customers. So when we can learn those intimate details about what our customers are trying to do and why it actually means something to them, and we can go past surface level and learn that information, that is some powerful stuff. And that's going to be what helps us close the deal. Okay, so we have to start going past surface level with our customers. We can't keep asking them one or two questions and thinking that's enough. We should be 5, 10, 15, 20 questions deep, as many questions as we need to be, so that we get a whole picture of the kind of RV that our customer is looking for. Once we ask all the questions about where they're going, what they're going to be doing, right? We're going to be asking, how much are you going to be spending in a month? How much cash are you going to put down? And, what's your credit score? Once we ask all the good information and we earn our customers' trust by showing them that we actually care about their needs, now when I ask a budget question or a monthly payment question or a credit score question, my customers are much more likely to answer me truthfully because I've earned their trust. I didn't just go straight to the money. I didn't go just straight to the budget, right? I went straight to the heart. I went straight to your emotions. I went straight to the reasons why you want to do this, why it's a dream for you, right? And that's going to be the difference between someone that closes a lot of deals and someone that closes, a decent amount of deals, right? Because you can still close deals the other way. Don't get me wrong. You can definitely close deals the other way, but it's just not as efficient. It doesn't convey to your customers that you care. It doesn't create happy customers as much as if, doing it this way, where we're learning their needs, learning their wants, and providing them with true value. Right? If your customer, if your RV dealership or your business, if you guys need more customers to talk to, then talk to my agency. Give me a call, 330-703-3930. Again, 330-703-3930. My agency can help your dealership or business get more customer leads so that your sales team can be talking to more customers. If your sales team needs better training or more training or just additional training, right, then I can do that as well. I can help you out there. We can do in-person training. We can do virtual training. We have a virtual training platform already created on sellmorelivemore.net. You can become a part of that for only $9.97 a month or $97 for the whole program. So go to sellmorelivemore.net, become a part of that program. You can also buy the book written by yours truly, Chris Paulino. Boom, boom, boom. Sell More, Live More Sales Training. Get that book at Amazon. You can get it at Barnes and Noble. And the link is also in the video. So, if you need more customers, if you need sales training for your dealership or business, again, give me a call, 330-703-3930. But, at the end of the day, if we want to start closing more deals, we have got to start going past surface level with our customers. It's absolutely important. There's no better step that you can take to learn your customer's needs and provide your customer with true value than to go past surface level and really get into them intimate details on, who, what, when, where, why, and how your customer wants to go RVing, who they're going to be going with, where they're going to be going, why it's important to them, right? How long they've been wanting to do it, how come they've been putting it off, how come they've been torturing themselves, right? We want to make sure we get to those emotions using who, what, when, where, why, and how. So again, while you're at your dealerships this week, while we're talking to our RV customers, let's make sure we're going past surface level and asking those important questions so that we can learn those intimate details we need so that we can close the deal, show the right RV, and make happy customers. Thank you for being here. We're going to be talking about RV sales process all year long, and I also want to do some RV sales role plays or just some sales role plays in general. So if you're an individual salesperson, or if you're a sales manager who wants to get your team into a sales role play, then give me a message, shoot me a call, 330-703-3930. I'd love to set up, whether it be a whole team role play with a sales manager and a team, or whether you're an individual salesperson who wants to just sharpen your own skills. I'll do a role play with you as well. So if you want to start doing some sales role plays, whether it be RV sales, business to business, business to consumer, it doesn't matter what you're selling. I'd love to do a role play with you. So shoot me a message, give me a call, 330-703-3930. Make sure you connect with me on LinkedIn. You can shoot me a message on there and schedule the role play as well. And also make sure you hop over to Facebook, hop over to YouTube, subscribe to our channels, right? Like our Facebook page, subscribe to our YouTube Infinite Media Resources. That way you can stay up to date with the different, programs and info and sales training and marketing stuff that we put out here at IMR. So again, thanks for being here for the RV sales training talk. We're going to be talking about it all year long. So make sure you come back, make sure you connect with me on LinkedIn. And again, if you need more customers or you want to do a role play, give me a call, 330-703-3930. I'd love to help your dealership, your business, or your sales team. I'd love to help you grow. So thanks for being here. I'll see you on the next one.